Please note, views and opinions expressed in the course of this program do not represent that of OTV. Therefore, this channel is not liable to any legal action that may result from this program. Please note, views and opinions expressed in the course of this program do not represent that of OTV. Therefore, this channel is not liable to any legal action that may result from this program.
Ẹ kú dédé àsìkò yìí, ẹ sì káàbọ̀ sórí ètò ọmọ Oòduà tó ń dé sójú ìwòran yín o láti iléeṣẹ́ ìkànnì Wo TV. Òdu ni wá àwa kì í ṣàìmọ̀ fólókó. A tún ti dé o sórí ètò bá a ti ṣe máa ń dé. Tó ètò ọ̀hún ló wá balẹ̀ báyìí bí ọ̀wàrà òjò sójúde yín o. Àwa òmìnira bá ń wá pèrè fìdí àbẹ́ bá ń fìdí tí a pèrè mọ́lẹ̀. Kájọ kan lágbá mi ètò tòní nítorí pé ń dá mú afúra wa lórí ètò lónìí ó gbọgbọ́n. Kódà ó gbẹ̀ngbẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ ń pè ní ó gbẹ̀ngbẹ́ nítorí pé kàyéfì ọ̀rọ̀ kàbìtì la máa ń pè ní kàyéfì ọ̀rọ̀. Tó ẹ bá ń wá pèrè fìdí àbẹ́ bá ń fìdí tí a pèrè mọ́lẹ̀ ká kọ́ lágbá mi ètò tọ̀hún ká máa bá kinní ọ̀hún bọ̀ bá a ti ṣe máa ń ṣe tá a máa ń kìbọnú ara wọn lẹ́lẹ́yọ̀ ẹ̀yọ̀ bó bá ti wá yá yín bó bá ti yégun ni o ṣe mọ̀ pé ó ti yọ́rẹ́ àwa tá a wà ń bí náà àbá tèrè wá bí torí pé bàbá débi iṣẹ́ ṣíṣe náà là á ṣe ó ti wá yá ẹja jọ karabodò torí pé àní karabodò tán ká tó ṣe máa wá parọ́ pò tútù mú wá o ó ti yá bó bá ti yá yín ẹja jọ lọ.
Go to frustrate us to stop the justice for Mohbad. We are not going to stop so that they know we are ready for this fight from the beginning to the end. For the person going out there to call us Olosho, we are not Olosho. We are women of dignity. We are women with children and husband. You understand? So he's a man from the ghetto, from gutter, from I don't know what to put for him. A man from the, I don't even know what name to call him, okay?
I don't think you have to call him anything because he has already shown himself.
He doesn't have a respect for women, neither have a respect for his wife or for his mother, but that's okay. But to let him know we are not Olosho, you know, that's the only thing I have to say for now. Thank you for letting us use your platform. We are all going to, you know, have a take in this matter one by one. And let me leave other people to talk for now.
Okay.
We're going to get to the real point. You know, Queen, go ahead. After you, Vivian.
My sister, how are you today?
Very well, thank you. You're very welcome.
We do give thanks. We do give thanks to Life, Light, Love, Health, and Strength once more, Wale. And we give thanks to the sister for bringing us on our platform. And we're here to address a few things today as Team Papa Mohbad. We are here to address some things today so the public knows that these rumors that's going around about Papa Mohbad, well, it's rumor and it's facts, some of it. But if you look into the whole thing, you will see that it's like a trick. A trick? How would I say? What word would I use to label this contract with this African man? I personally am calling out his name, and he's very rude. And you know, from
a setup. He set him up.
From listening to this man, you can see that this man is a evil person. He's an evil person because what person, you know, in their right frame of mind would confront a vulnerable man like Papa Mohbad and ask him to sign a contract. And I'm going to blame the lawyer too. I'm not leaving anyone out. We're not leaving anyone out. But we just want people to know we have sent the contract to you, Yaya Cody.
Yeah.
Soon we will put it out there so everyone can see it, because we also
can I advise? Sorry, my darling. Sorry, can I advise? I don't think you should publish that contract to the public.
No, not now. Not now.
Okay.
But we also send a letter of termination.
Okay.
You know?
That's between you people.
Yeah. The reason why we are here, like I said, we have a calling for justice. Okay. We are all we want to talk about people's story, but in this case, this is not just a story. It was something that happened. It was something that happened to someone. Okay. The reason why we are all here is because we are standing for the truth. Okay. Now, I'm not going to go and water things down. I'm going to say it as it is.
Okay.
Why we're here is to talk about the contract. If the contract doesn't serve the purpose, okay, the purpose of the contract, it can be terminated. It is written in the contract. If the contract doesn't serve the purpose of that contract, it can be terminated. Remember, people will say, why did Baba Mohbad sign that contract? Did he not know about the contract? Was he not informed about the contract? He's a greedy man. I want to tell people that he's not a greedy man, but he was a vulnerable man. He's still a vulnerable man. And anybody can take advantage of someone that is vulnerable. So if I call Baba Mohbad today, I have access to, let me say I have access to him. And I said to him, oh, Baba Mohbad, look at this thing. I want to help you here. I want to help you fight this. I want to help you do this. He would just be listening. There's some things that he doesn't even understand. But I know my motive of coming to him. Are my motives good? Do I have something to stand to gain from that? That was what the television man did. He had something to gain from that, okay, which is about 30% of that, okay? Now, that was the reason why the lawyer was involved. Now, are we going to say the lawyer explained everything to Baba Mohbad? Baba Mohbad still has the reason, a right to come back and terminate the contract if he thinks at any point in time that the contract is not in favor of any of the lovers, including whether it's Wumi or the child or anybody. It does not favor them. He would terminate that contract. And that was what Baba Mohbad did. Now, Baba Mohbad gave the power. Remember, he gave the power for that contract to be written. He gave the go-ahead. They wrote that contract. He signed the contract. He still has the power to withdraw that contract. And that's exactly what he did. He withdrew the contract. Now, the African television man came to say he wants to help Baba Mohbad. If someone says to you, I no longer need your help because I don't think this help is coming from the right place, I withdraw. Baba Mohbad that you are still calling a greedy man was the same person that withdrew his contract. Please, the world should hear this. People should hear this. You know, he's greedy. He was the same person that terminated that contract because he knows that that contract is not going to favor himself or any other Alobas under that contract. And
I agree with you, Adrian. And the contract said any parties can terminate this contract if it's not met to the demands, you know. So I don't know why it's a big thing with this contract. So, you know, we want this to go out there so people can know that, you know, this contract that this man is talking about, it holds no water. It holds no water. Go ahead, Catherine.
So yes, that could be signing a contract on directs under favoritism.
Yeah.
Okay, he was signing a contract because that contract has been compromised. If the TV man thinks he can just cajole Baba into signing a contract and then having the lawyer just sit down there and sign the same contract, he's in for a big surprise. Because people will definitely read that contract. People will definitely advise Baba. Because we have to understand here, Baba is not really 100%, like, you know what I mean? Like, educated 100%, which was why he brought the lawyer in. I'm not going to go into the contract and then just go into what is meant for this person, what is meant for that person. At some point, Baba Mohbad felt like this contract has been compromised. Okay? And so that becomes fraudulent. That's a fraudulent contract. Okay? A contract that has other people did not even sign, just Baba Mohbad. Other people did not even, were not considered under that contract. That's not a contract. And that's a fraudulent contract. So what was the aim of that contract? That's what people should be looking at. People
and it isn't even a contract either, Catherine. It's a memorandum.
It's a memorandum. It's not even a contract.
Right. It's memorandum. That's what it's.
Yeah. The one who gives the power has the power to withdraw. So please, Mr. African man, African television, it's not a problem, please. It's not a problem. The Baba Mohbad has said to you, I am withdrawing this contract. You say you want to help me. Thank you very much. I no longer need your help. It's there written in the contract that I have the right to withdraw at any point in time, and I have. So stop going from one platform to the other, trying to paint Baba bad. This tells you that the African TV man has no integrity. That whatever he came with the first time.
Okay, sorry, I will allow you continue. Oluwakemi Ajulo said, because African TV man came here yesterday and said, Baba Mohbad, imagine Baba Mohbad collecting 10K, 15K to grant interview. God, I wept when I saw the most. Oluwakemi, you are just wasting your tears because his words against his. You understand? He came here to say that. Are you sure it is true? Oh, you are crying for yourself. Because how can you be crying based on what you are not sure of? Please, can you answer that? Is it true that Baba Mohbad has been collecting 10K, 15K, you understand, for interviews as this person wrote here? Because, that's what that man came to say here. African TV, CEO. So he said here yesterday that Baba Mohbad have been collecting money, and somebody said she has been crying. You are just wasting your tears. Go and carry buckets to put.
I will tell you this, my
sister. Makes sense.
Everybody, people are entitled to their opinion.
No, it's not people's entitlement to opinions. Now, it was that man that said it here. Are you aware of that? You just asked in passing by. I saw somebody saying she's crying.
Yeah, so I'm going to answer that. To the best of our knowledge and to Baba's knowledge, Baba has not been collecting money from anyone to come on anybody's platform. If you meet Baba today and you decide to say, oh, take this, I just want to give it to you, I'm sure he's not going to say no. If you give me something, I'm not going to say no. I'm going to take it. But that you are inviting him because you want to give him 10,000, 20,000. Trust me, there are people who give Baba more than that. He doesn't have to go to anybody's show to get money from anyone. I repeat, he doesn't have to go. So nobody has.
If it is true, then I would have brought Baba here 20 million times now. I don't think it's true. It's a lie.
It's not right.
Baba,
even if he's collecting money, what's the big deal? Everybody's collecting money off Baba Mohbad and Mohbad. So what's the problem?
No, not even that. But when it's not true. No. Sorry, my darling. I think you're Jamaican. Am I correct?
I am a Jamaican.
You know why it's actually a problem is that, the African TV man came here, said it, that Baba Mohbad takes money to grant interview. Mind you, he just lost a child. So having to collect money from people to grant interview, it's not good. Do you get me? You understand? It's not good. It's a no. But I personally, because he said Baba Mohbad is greedy, and that do I know that he also pasted his account detail on Westo, whatever. I don't know where that Westo is, but he said something like that. So I think he said that so to make people think badly about Baba Mohbad. And if he has said that about Baba Mohbad, why is he still holding on to a contract? Because I told him, why not allow Baba Mohbad to go? Since you know he's greedy and you are the one bringing something to the table, Baba Mohbad has nothing to put on the table. So let him go. Sack him,
Okay. Yeah, Kudi.
Yes, please.
I promised even the lawyer 25 million, right? Right, team? The African television man, he promised to give the lawyer Papa Mohbad. He's the one that promised them to give them, I'm going to give you 25 million. I'm gonna give you this, I'm gonna give you that. He's the one that going around
yeah, but you see, we're going to be civil. At the same time, we're going to, because we're here, we're representing what we represent. We're not going to call names and all of that.
Yeah.
We're not going to be like any other person and call out people or just, it is what it is, okay?
Okay.
At the end of the day, the contract has been terminated.
Okay.
I know myself wants to say something here. Go ahead.
Yes, actually. So, Yekudi, hi. I just want to add my little token. So we got information about the paper that was signed. First of all, I don't even know what to call that paper, whether it's MOU or whatever it's called, right?
Memorandum.
I refuse to just give it a name. I refuse to give it a name. So we were wondering, because of the content, that's on the paper, and based on what was signed, there were a few projects that were mentioned. Part of the project that were mentioned, I think there are up to over 10 that were listed, right? And we'll be following up on the project list, list by list.
Okay, please, sorry. I can't hear you clearly. I think your phone is kind of acting up. I think it's not stable, But sorry, before you say anything, I didn't know that this country, what the threat that was same as threat was sent to me. I didn't know. It's been here since 4:33. Can I just read it before you talk, please? It's just a short one. So this is the message that was sent to Baba Mohbad whilst Baba Mohbad was with Mr. Oriyomi. You understand? At the program where he went to meet Mr. Oriyomi, it was sent to me at 4:33. Dear Mr. Joseph Aloba, I write to inform you of the breach of contract entered on 20th October 2023. Mind you, Mohbad died September 12th. Am I correct? So he entered this contract less than 2 months that Mohbad died. You understand?
That's correct. Yeah.
So please be advised that you have consistently breached Section 9 of the said contract between yourself and African TV. I hereby advise you to desist from further actions that will constitute breach of this. I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but I just really want to laugh. It's not funny. It's serious. I hereby advise you to desist from further actions that will constitute breach of this agreement between us. In the phone conversation today, you have indicated you want to be informed of the penalties of cancellation of this agreement. I advise you to please seek legal advice before committing further breach, and also refrain from further breach of this agreement. Please note that African Television has no intentions of breaching the said contract, and we pray that you will also cease from any further actions that will constitute a breach of said action. Signed, Larry Omodia, CEO African. This Mr. Larry. Oh, continue.
You now see how complicated.
This Mr. Larry, no.
Now, he's sending all of these things to Baba. If truly he was there, he signed it, the lawyer signed it, don't you think the first person that this man should be sending all of these things to would be Baba's lawyer?
Yes, the lawyer.
You see the intimidation there?
He's bullying, threatening.
He's intimidating Baba. He's bullying Baba so that Baba will now say, okay, go ahead. Hey, I don't know anything. It's okay. Just do. No. Things don't, you cannot.
No. And he told me here that no, if he sends the letter to me, because me, I'm an intellectual, he was giving me some kind of patronizing me. Oh, you're an intellectual. You are not Olosho.
Okay, no problem.
I got to continue.
Okay, please continue. I'm so sorry.
Can you hear me now, okay?
Yes, we can. Yes.
Okay. All right. I'll try to talk as strongly as I can. So,
okay.
So yeah, so based on that, so you can tell, about how this man is the credibility is. You can actually measure it, by yourself with the time that's going on. And mind you, on the said documents, right? There is a clause there where it says I party, can terminate whatever this thing is called. I don't want to give it a name because to me it's like shackle. That they have, they can, they feel free to terminate at any time if any of the conditions, are not met or is not met, by either of the party. Now, Baba Mohbad, has looked at the contract again, right, and from another lens, and he has, tried to compare it to the project that's supposed to be ongoing at this point, and there is nothing ongoing, right? And this man, I recall, when the African TV man went to him and promised him a whole bunch of things. This is a man that is not fully learned, as most of the people are. Number one, right? Number two, his lawyer was present, and the lawyer, I believe, would have told him the content of the document and told him, Baba, okay, based on this and this and this man has promised you about 15 lists of projects that he is going to handle in this scenario, right, and in this contract. Based on them, you can now be free to sign. So they signed. Now, how many months have passed? Nothing is visible. We're not seeing anything happening. I'm about to, okay, what is going on? Let's review this contract, right? Which we have the right to do. Because as far as we're concerned, Baba is, African TV man is working for Baba, not the other way around, right? Okay, because if I said, hey, I don't think I'm not comfortable with this anymore. I've not seen any of the projects you promised here. Thank God nothing has been exchanged. So I think at this point, we can frankly, call this a quit and let go our separate ways so I can focus on other things that will work, right? And African TV man, we have always, George's credibility actually showed himself. Number one, when you say you are drawing up a contract, right, you're talking about the validity of a contract, right? When you are drawing up a contract, you're also looking at voiders in the area where the contract does not work, right? You go to Baba in the most vulnerable situation, and you tell him they're going to carry out this and this. Your contract is supposed to be binding on both parties, right? Baba will play its own part, you will play your own part. Now, he is not playing his own part based on every promise I have put on that document. Baba said, I can't carry on. Baba did not abuse this guy, whether physically or emotionally. Baba had actually reached out to him in few instances, I believe, to mention this to him. And at that point, he said, okay, let's put in a document. I want to be as nice as I am, and I want to, formally forward this letter to him to let him know we can peacefully and friendly, in a friendly manner, end this contract so we can move forward, right? We can still work together, and we're all fighting for justice for important, right?
Yeah. Hello?
Hello?
Bad network.
I think the network.
Uncle Mohbad is here. Let him say something to you.
Yes.
Okay.
Uncle Mohbad.
For justice for Imode, he would have seen that in a different level, and he would have been able to handle it in a most professional manner that is not considering of Baba's situation. What you can see, the kind of man that he is, the kind of pregnancy that he is displaying, and where he's taking this matter to, he just tells me.
Yeah, we have Baba Mohbad here. We have Baba Mohbad's brother here. So let's give him some time, my sister, for him to say something. Thank you.
Go ahead, Uncle.
Uncle?
Uncle Mohbad.
Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, everybody.
Good evening, sir. You're very welcome.
Before going away, I want to say that Baba Mohbad did not ask anybody, ask anybody to, he didn't collect any 10,000 from anybody to grant interview. I can say that. So what African TV man is saying is a lie. That's for that. On the issue of the contract or no contract, there's no contract anywhere. What they had is MOU. Before a contract, you can have MOU, and an MOU is just it's not a legal binding agreement. It does not have to be signed in accordance with the signatory authority policy. So what they have is agreement. We two of us is we agree to work together. It's not a contract. So now, the issue of maybe contract or no contract doesn't exist anywhere. What they had is an agreement, and at any point in time.
But an agreement is a contract, sir, especially when it involves both parties signing. An agreement is a contract, sir. Even simply going to a shop to buy something and you pay and they give you receipts, in exchange of money and the goods, it's a contract. So an agreement is a contract, especially when it involves both parties signing. But there are clauses that can be looked into that can nullify and void such agreement, So that's it. But an agreement, between two people signed, agreement is a contract.
What I know is that it's similar to a contract.
Okay.
Similar to a contract, but it's not a contract.
Okay, sir.
It can be contested in the court of law. So, and then on the issue of why this agreement was terminated, from the whole day, the African man has started breaching the contract. Because you promise that you are going to do a lot to Mohbad concerning the issue of Mohbad DNA. We didn't do anything of such.
Yeah.
You said you will. You want to have our NGO. The NGO you want to have, not even on the name of Mohbad. It is on the name of African TV. So you just want to come and use Mohbad name to make money.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, you now said you want to give the family 25% of the money you are making. So at any point in time, anybody can say, okay, I don't want to be part of this contract, this agreement. And then, which is even the reason why the man said, oh, he doesn't want to go and take a part in this contract anymore. So anybody is in the contract. Anybody can terminate the contract anytime. So why the...
Yeah, since he's already in the contract, if not, and anybody cannot terminate a contract at any time, sir. It's a breach, So, but if it's in the clause, if it's in the contract that any of them can terminate at any time, okay, that is the clause there. But without that, it becomes a breach, and you have to face the penalty. You can't just terminate a contract at any time.
Is there?
That's why I'm saying that if it's there, I'm going to read that part, like they said.
In fact, another thing is that who started the breaching of the agreement?
Sir, you're meant to ask your brother, sir.
Yes.
Sir.
I can authoritatively tell you that it is African TV. As of today, the African TV man has not made it. He has not. There's no single items on that agreement that he has done.
How will it get it done?
Kudi,
Yes.
I can help Uncle. Let me quickly mention a few of the projects that we are not seeing anything on ground till today.
Okay.
And it's the reason why Baba Mohbad feels strongly that he should have made that contract. Number one, based on the contract is he's supposed to create an NGO, a foundation in the legacy of the late son. I don't know if that has been even real. I don't even know if they talked about that. I don't know what's going on. And the last time we checked, according to Queen Susan, he added his name, African TV, to Mohbad. He's going to build, create, sign, whatever, a foundation in the name of the deceased. Why is he attaching his company name if it's not business as usual, right? Number two, he said to ensure that the proper independent DNA is conducted to determine the paternity of the deceased male child. We don't know how far he has gone. There is no update on that, right? Number three, he said to monitor, coordinate the musical royalties of the deceased in the partnership of David Fadili Esquire, barristers, and all of that, right? There's so many things. There are about over 10, right? On this list, none has been realized. This is how many months ongoing. Where is the corona inquest? They are almost rounding off, right? We don't have any updates. Neither does Baba Mohbad have any updates. And that is the reason, based on the clause, to terminate at any point if none of this is being met by either party. And that is why Baba Mohbad is doing this. And according to the clause as well, he said after termination, if there's any ongoing project, at that time, that project will be continued until it's completed. I want to ask African TV man, of all that is listed on his paper, MOU, contract, whatever he calls it, how many of the projects has he completed or is ongoing?
No, none has even started. None. The cheapest of it all is the DNA. He hasn't done. They've not done it.
Thank you very much, African TV man.
So on that case, let me on that means Baba Mohbad, based on that clause, Baba Mohbad has the right to withdraw. Okay? Now, if we look at all of this, Baba Mohbad did not come to the African TV man. African TV man packaged himself because of his ulterior motive. He packaged himself, packaged all he can package, and went to meet Baba Mohbad, a vulnerable man. Wrote the contract, drafted everything he wanted to draft, and now did not even carry out any of those things. When does he want to carry it out? 2025? He did not do any of this. And so based on the clause that if these things are not met, Baba Mohbad can terminate, which we have. He has terminated the contract. Period.
Okay. That's better. At least he also said he's not happy with Baba Mohbad. I told him, I said, you are angry because the undertone, he said, no, he's not angry. He said, anyway, they should let Baba Mohbad go. Let him go and sort out his life for justice for Mohbad. That's all that we are all interested in. Why is he attaching? In fact, that letter that I just read that now, it's a threat.
A huge threat.
Yes,
a huge threat to Baba Mohbad.
Yeah, that will unsettle the man. That will unsettle him. Why are you writing such a thing? Breach. How too many breach him? Be no one in notes here.
He's not angry. He's not upset. Why is he writing that kind of text message to Baba Mohbad?
Yeah.
Let me add two more things. So two things here again, right? The outside to catch it mind. He's into media. That he has African TV. That's his company, right? That's his business. One of the agreement on the list is for him to manage exclusively all public relations and media matters relating to Mr. Aloba. Our question to him now is, since this case started, and I said he made a mention that he came back from abroad. He's the only one that came back from abroad, whatever that meant, right? And as African TV man, we have been waiting to see, any updates or interviews, that he has done with Baba Mohbad based on the ongoing matter or case that is published on any of his media outlets, for us to at least, get updates. We have been checking
we have not seen anything. But that is part of what is on the list that is going to help Mr. Aluba to manage it. This is 2 months ongoing, right?
Yeah, if not for BBC, we wouldn't have heard anything. If not for BBC, others have been those bloggers carrying anything they like, and they will caption it with anything they like.
Thank you very much. The next one is this, that catches our eye. It says, if needed, right? If needed, to arrange independent autopsy of the deceased. Oh my goodness, this is how many months of the coroner inquest? How far has Mr. TV man
Have they even done the simple one there?
We would like to make all this on
That's
this as
why.
well. So until that mention, I can he needs to come to the same way he comes to the public to want to damage Baba Mohbad's image at this point, a valuable man that went into this contract with him with its open heart, and I'm trying to damage. Would like to have an update on if this everything listed on that document, which of the projects he has carried out, ongoing or completed.
Nothing, because if the simplest of it, I still repeat, the cheapest of it all. Because all those monuments, sorry, that man, I'm sorry, sir. I'm not more Oriyomi, but I don't think you can afford it now. You understand? But the DNA, he should have, if he should do that one. The DNA, it's cheap now. They do it in Nigeria. They're 250,000.
Just like my sister said here, let him give us an update. At least one small.
He said it here. He said it here that there was no exchange of money between himself and Baba Mohbad. So that speaks volume. He said no exchange. He has not given Baba Mohbad. Baba Mohbad has not given him money, but it flew from Belgium to attend court case inquest. I'm like, oh my God. Anyway, who do I blame? I blame Baba Mohbad. And like I said, I blame him. I know he's vulnerable, but I blame him because he should know better. He should know better. Although there's no way you can.
Sister, Baba Mohbad does not know better. When someone is vulnerable, they don't think straight and they don't know better.
I'm talking in terms of, sorry, African TV. I'm not saying that you are 419, but sorry, don't abuse me, but in this case, in this particular case, all these things he mentioned, is he planning to get loan? Can he afford it? At least, if nothing at all, the moment he came back, he was meant to, all those things they've been saying, that Baba Mohbad needs to leave the house and be somewhere private because people are disturbing him. You should have taken Baba Mohbad to a place that at least let him even rest his head. He's not doing anything. Let's forget about it. Iya Mohbad stayed in her son's house now to at least rest her head. Did you see her the last time? She looks at least better than the first few days we saw her. Baba Mohbad looks very skinny. He's not well taken care of. Baba won't go through a lot. You understand? And you are meant to be, you said you shouldn't talk to anybody else, you shouldn't do anything, but you are not doing what you should do. Not money now. Not by giving him money, but that he should even have somewhere to put his head, not in that house where everybody is walking into disturbing him. You haven't done anything. African TV, to be sincere, you understand? You haven't done anything. You haven't. Where is the land? Where are you planning to build the monument? Where are you planning to make a Papa amusement park? Where? No, how can we be dreaming big? Why can you be dreaming big? You can't even start from little things.
Kudi, please, where is it on that contract? Because what made it exclusive? That he cannot work with any other person. He has to be in control.
He said he was the lawyer. It was his lawyer. It was the lawyer, the Baba Mohbad's lawyer, that suggested that to him. He mentioned it on this chat. He said it was lawyer David that mentioned that to him. Because Baba is going here. Yes, he said Baba is taking 5,000, 10,000, granting interview here and there. That the lawyer mentioned it to him that he should put that clause. That Baba Mohbad cannot be going here and there. That's why he included that. That was not his own plan. It was the lawyer's part of it. He mentioned it here. If you watch the chat yesterday, Obama, yes, so. And I told him, I said, you can't be talking ill about Baba. He said, no, I'm not. I shouldn't take side, though. He's saying his own side of the story. So, He said it was the lawyer.
Talking about his own side of the story, but Baba Mohbad is not there to give his own side.
Yeah, Baba Mohbad is not, yeah.
Not there to give his own side of the story. This is the thing that we are going through right now.
Mm-hmm.
Mo is gone. Okay, he's not here to give his own side of the story. Anybody can come and say what they want to say, but at the end of the day, the truth will definitely prevail. So this is justice for Mohbad.
It's really, it is. So in everything, Sha, you people, because yesterday he still stood his ground that he doesn't know about termination of anything. It's still ongoing. I don't know how by force you say it's ongoing, and you said the man is greedy. So why not leave him to go and live his life and move on with his family?
Kudi, let me tell you something else. Let me tell you something else that the African TV man,
because there's another question I want to ask you people before we go, please. Yeah, okay. Because we want to talk about two things. I titled it on two things, so we are still talking about this man. So we want to change topic so that we can go. Yeah.
Okay. Let me quickly mention this one. When it said to arrange, coordinate, and responsible for the final burial of the deceased. Okay.
Make an answer now. I've not read it. I will read it.
Right? Is that physical with all these things that is going around and cracking everybody up when he's supposed to be working for Baba Mohbad, but then he's twisting it to look as if Baba Mohbad came to him to work for him. Does that happen anywhere? It doesn't.
Phil Bam Palace Bamboshe. Phil Bam Palace Bamboshe. I can see you watching. Blind Batimi. Sorry, sir. Emma Binusa that I won't call lórí social media that come to bully. You went to my page to be insulting me. Phil Bam Palace Bamboshe. I can see you. You went to my page to be insulting me. And God is watching. Yes, you are watching me. I want to my shave fun to my boo ebe no wo mama we. Blind Batimus, nonsense person. Okay, please continue.
No, that's it. No, I just wanted to, throw it back at the African TV man. If he's conscious, if he has a good conscience, all things is listed. He should give us an update on what he has completed or ongoing.
Okay, so now the thing is we've talked on that. At least people have served him his letter. Abi, he would have gotten it. Can I just say something? Mr. Larry Omodia, it's not by force. This thing don't turn it to controversy or fracas. It's not by force. Because of you now, the people that we know, that have antecedent, they have records, they speak for us, our voice, we know them in Nigeria. Uncle Oriyomi now, you now, your wahala breach. You have made the man pull back. You and the people that are doing fracas on social media, you are trying to scatter this cause. This is a cause, justice for Mohbad. Can you please leave this Baba Mohbad for now? Just pack well and let us face this justice for Mohbad. There's all these projects they so mentioned here. No be tight. I not take and spoil you. There's none you can achieve. You can't. It's not a curse. You need to work with people to be able to do something. You can't achieve it. It's not a curse. You not get the money. So why not leave this man alone? Let him do his justice for Mohbad, his son. Let us know waiting by the boy. Simple that you even said that you will rebury the boy, Abi, you will do independent autopsy. Sir, can you do it? Be sincere with yourself. You know how much that thing they cost? Do you know how much that thing costs? Do you know how much it's costing the government to do this thing? Simple DNA, you never do it. No wonder when you said you were going to give Wunmi 10 million, Abi 5 million, people were saying, yeah, as if we don't know this man. When he was saying it, they were laughing. I was thinking, how can they be so unfair to you? But to think of it, all these projects you are so used to go and call Baba Mohbad Lomi Obeje, it's unreal. Truth be told, you can't achieve it. You can't. Just leave this man alone. Let him go with his family. Let him go and sort out himself. Let him know the cause of death. What happened to his son? Let him move. Let him go. Leave him alone. Leave him.
Yeah, and Yeye Kudi, if he cannot, you've spoken very well, very, very well. If he cannot achieve all of these things, at least he can achieve one thing, which will be his mission of using his for the NGO, right, or whatever he says. At least money will be coming in through there, so he can at least he can achieve that one, Abi. So now the person that you think you're helping is saying, "Mi ò fẹ́ mọ́, I don't want again. Otito, mi ò ní ṣe mọ́." It is okay. It is not a problem. As a mature man that you are, as a good man that you are, and you're thinking that you have good intentions. The person says, I am no longer interested.
I been now by force to give Pikin burger. He say not a chop. Say it like in Gary like that. Leave him.
Leave him alone.
So in that aspect, that's what leads us to Uncle Oriyomi. Have you people been able, because he backed down? I have done a chat. In the beginning of this chat, I have pleaded. I also did another independent one. I have pleaded. But what effort are you people making? Abi, you people too, you don't mind that Uncle Oriyomi backs off, Abi? Abi, do you?
Well, at this point, we're working on certain things as regards Uncle Oriyomi. So it's not something we want to talk about here. We just came here to also talk about what the African TV man has spoken about, right? We wanted people to know the truth. But in terms of...
Go ahead.
Just wait and see. That's what I will say.
Please,
let us wait and
please,
see.
you people should do your best. If it means that we carry placards to beg Uncle Oriyomi, I am ready to
He's
be...
a nice man.
Yeah.
He's a very nice man with good intentions.
Good intention.
He's a very good man with very good intentions.
Yes.
Okay? It's just that there's just this misunderstanding. You understand? And hiccups will always come.
I know.
Right?
I know.
Hiccups will come along the line. Misunderstanding will come along the line. This thing that we have with the African TV man has nothing, completely nothing with Mr. Oriyomi. You understand? So we're not going to put it out here. We're not going to talk anything about that here. We'll just see how it goes and the world will see.
God bless you.
Thank you so much.
Yes. So lastly, before you go, don't go.
Yeah. I want to quickly add to it, based on my sister, Just
okay.
Quick
Please go ahead.
Yes. See, Mr. Hmazat, a lot of us love your program, regardless of our, native language or what walks of life we're coming from. We love your program. We watch your program. You stand for justice and you stand for fundamental human rights. We appreciate you deeply for that. Please, sir, do not back down. Do not back off. Do not back away. We need you. Baba Mohbad needs you at this time. We're pleading with you. We really need you on this matter, because we know with you and your followers, it's going to be it's going to create like real high volume. And honestly, we're all praying for victory. And at the end of the day, justice for Imole. God that brought you here will strengthen you on every side.
Amen.
Forget about the attacks. Forget about the natives and all the ugliness going on. See, people that have really, they have really delivered on justice. They've gone through a lot of attacks, and God always put them through. God will put you through this one. It's one of those distractions. Please, sir, do not back up, do not back down. We plead with you. And God bless you and the world you abundantly. And you will grow higher and higher in this life.
Amen.
We pray for you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Oriyomi Hmazat. God bless you.
God bless you, sir. Yes, thank you. So I don't know who will tell us about Darosha, because I wanted to suggest that with everything we've heard regarding Darosha, even though I still want maybe K Baba, he should come and tell us if you people are intending, or is there any plans to make sure that Darosha is also features in the coroner inquest, so that he can come up forward as a witness, be summoned as a witness, because we learned, I don't know how far this is true. We heard that he's the one riding Mohbad's car here and there. As a matter of fact, we also heard that Mohbad's email address changed, and all his monies from here and there is going to the new email which Darosha has put there. We learned that Darosha is Mama Mohbad's brother. We learned many things. Darosha is the same one that embalmed Mohbad. Darosha is also the same person, yeah, that called Baba Mohbad when Baba Mohbad was on his way with his wife or whoever to the hospital at about past 7, and he's told Baba Mohbad that he should go back, that everything is fine. But Baba Mohbad used his discretion and decided to go and see his son, and met his son lifeless, whom Darosha had already embalmed. This same Darosha is the same one that personally, yeah, collected money from Davido, even though, yes, Baba Mohbad was approached. They said Baba Mohbad was approached regarding this money, and he asked her, Kini owo bawo? And he said they should hand it over to Darosha, who happens to be Mohbad's PA. Darosha got the money. Eh? We were told he was the one that bought the casket. We learned that Mohbad is a 6'3" tall guy, and a casket of a 5'11" was bought, and they crushed Mohbad's neck in that casket and buried him in pains, even though I don't know if the dead feel pains. Now, this same Darosha, we learned that he is the same one, because we heard that Mumi has been moved from the house due to, we learned that she said that Liam wakes up in the night, afraid or in fear or frightened, I don't know, but she's been moved out of that house. Another apartment has been rented for her, and Darosha is the one that went to clean up the house. Okay? Why Darosha here? Why Darosha there? Why is it that nobody is talking about Darosha as a witness or a prime suspect? Because in everything, Darosha seems to be everywhere. His hand is in here, there. Especially that part that they said he has changed email. We need to know, are you people aware of this, or it is just rumors that this is... I know some are not rumors, because I heard it from Baba Mohbad himself. Like, he embalmed his son, he's shaking it, and he's also a relative. We also learned that he's a musician. Mohbad's instrument that he has is the one using it now. Are you people there, Abi? Oriyomi ti pọ̀jù?
We can hear you.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, we learned that he's the one in charge of Mohbad's instrument. He's the one using it, because he's also an upcoming musician. He's also into music. I don't feel good about this Darosha's case, because I don't know why his hand and his name is mentioned about everything, the death, their life, everywhere. Darosha. Is there something Darosha knows that we don't know? And why is his name not among the people in that coroner inquest as a witness or as a prime suspect? So we are asking you people, can you please enlighten us?
Okay, let me come in a little bit. You have been talking. Let me come in a little bit. Sister.
Yes,
You
please.
see, Darosha, Wumi is a transformer. My spirit strongly told me that Wumi has something to do with Darosha. If Wumi can hear this, tell her, my spirit strongly tells me that Darosha has slept. She's gone, no. Okay, she's here. Darosha has slept with Wumi.
Can I say something? Yes. That is the part that on this platform I do not take, because it's something very sensitive. I accusing someone of sleeping with somebody, and it's too sensitive. I wouldn't take that in. I have my reason.
Okay, we can't
Because it is your feeling. It's not ascertained.
Yeah.
It's a feeling.
Let me say something here, please, quickly.
Yes.
I wanted to say something before Susan said something. We cannot speak, and that's what our team is all about. We cannot speak based on speculations, okay? We only speak on things that we know about. Okay?
You've been talking, listening to talking. It's my own. I'm in the same group with you. This is my own, me, Susan, okay? I'm not denying it. You understand? This is my own. Wumi can have my address if she want to sue me. You understand? They are going dirty on Baba, so nobody should stop me. She says she don't buy it in her platform. Okay, I accept it. I will go to another platform who can buy it. So, Susan, please, Susan, please, just leave me to talk. I'm part of your group. You don't need to come and tell me that our group don't say this. I'm the member of your group. This is the way I feel, and this is the way I talk about it.
I'm trying to let you know that you asked about Darusha, okay? Not
I'm talking about Darusha right here. If Darusha, I'm talking about.
That's okay. Let Susan talk.
This is Darusha I'm talking about right here. But she says she doesn't want it in her platform. I get it.
No, you are mixing it up. I said the part that's sleeping with Darosha, Mumi is a transformer. I wouldn't take it on this platform because you are not sure of the story. You started by saying it is a feeling. So a feeling is not admissible. Do you understand? If it's that you are sure of it, you say with your full chest that, yeah, you know what you don't know that what we don't know that you know, this is the story. That is different. But a feeling, it's that's not right. You know, and it's very sensitive.
Okay, I'm going to restate my words. Is what I know. You understand? And it definitely is going to come out. So let's stop at that for now. Okay. Everything about Wumi is going to unfold. You understand? So I don't need to be arguing with anybody. You understand? But, Queen Carrie, I'm part of your platform. I'm part of your group.
Yeah.
You understand?
I understand. It's your group. I don't think you are not understanding her. She said what she was saying is that I am talking about Darosha, and some of the things that I have spoken about, they are speculations. So they don't, it's the part that the one that you people are sure of that you are going to tell us. That's what she meant. She wasn't referring to you, Susan. She was referring to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have been talking. I'm going to talk a little bit about what is it called? The African CEO. My take about African CEO. Okay, African CEO. He came as a setup. I knew all along. Me as a person, as a Susan, wherever he hears this voice, he'll probably know this voice. And I believe, and Sister Yeyekudi, I've talked to you behind on private before now, if you can remember. You know how I feel about him before this has started. I don't have any good feeling about him, and there's nothing in this world anybody can do to change my mind about him. Number one is he came, he probably had his agenda planned up before he came to Baba. Why did I say so? That he already planned with them, Wumi and Co. before he came to Baba. You came, you knew quite all right that these people are family. It's just that they are having a little challenge right now. At the end of the day, they'll definitely come back together as a family. So why will you come behind the other family and corner Baba? You understand? Corner him to prepare a contract, share this boy's property between you and your entity and the lawyer involved. As far as I'm concerned, I'm sorry to say this, based on what David has done, I don't think David is representing Baba. You understand? And the reason why I say David is not representing Baba, if he's going to be a witness and part of the share to this entity of Mohbad, then it's not supposed to be like
there's
that.
conflict of interest, definitely.
Yes, he sold him out, and for people to know, let people know one thing. The African CEO as a person, The reason why this Buhaha is starting today is because Baba now realized that what he has done, he has not included his family. You understand? He
True.
has not included his grandson in this whole thing. He has not included Wumi. He has not included his wife. You understand? Because Baba don't know the content of this whatever. It's not even the contract. Is memory of understanding. You understand? So it's not even a contract. I don't look at that thing as a contract. It's not a contract to me. You understand? You can't take that into any court and say that's a contract. So because they took advantage of him, and when he found out, when he started talking with our group and talking to other people, and we made him understand, so he decided to say, hey, he called this man to order, said, okay, come. Put a hold on this thing right now. You understand? My family in question is not involved in this thing. You understand? But the man is not, the man is not accepting that with him. Why will you do that in Wumi then that is going after Baba now? Whatever Baba did with this man is for the interest of the whole family, not for his own interest. So why are people going after him? It's for the interest of the whole family.
Yeah, it's not people. They just want to misunderstand the whole thing. I've told those ones. The ones doing those things are the people in fracas. Go and look at the people in fracas are the one turning this story up and down. Forget about those ones. You don't need to address those ones, please. They don't matter. What matters to us here is that you people have terminated that contract if that's what Baba wants. Now, the only one that matters to us here now is Darosha now. I'm interested and we are interested. Have you people, is there any plans to make Darosha be summoned to that corona inquest so that he also can be cross-examined? Because we see his name here and there. That's what...
I suggested to my group, if I'm going to build the person in handling this case, okay, you use law to law. You understand? Darosha as a person alone, he has three very good, he has given me as a person 3 very good important for me to order for his arrest. Number one, he went to go change the password, like they said. A lot of people have it. Somebody sent it to me. He already changed the password. He succeeded in changing Mohbad's password. What has he done? He has succeeded in taking Mohbad's empire. You understand? He has succeeded in taking over his empire. He's the one in Mohbad's house. He's the one driving Mohbad's car. You understand? He's not supposed to drive in Mohbad's car. He's not even supposed to hack into Mohbad's account. Number one. That's number one red flag for me.
Yeah, okay. I don't think he hacked into it because if it's that account, maybe Wunmi gave it to him. You know, Wunmi and Mohbad share the same account, everything. Maybe I'm just suggesting that because if it is about accounts, have you people thought about it that maybe it was Wunmi that gave him and he changed the account so that he can be sharing and be safe, you know, he can have access to it.
Yes, if Wunmi give, but is the architect, is the number one on
he's the one operating it.
So he's supposed to be arrested for doing that. Then if whoever that gave him the password, then if he's the manager, because there are 3 people in cycle, Wunmi number 1, the manager, the lawyer number 3. I told to my group yesterday, if I'm going to handle this thing, and I will do it in my own way, somebody among these 3 people, somebody need to be arrested. And I told Baba Mohbad said, if they want him to do that, he will do that. Somebody, if we are going to wait for this corona request to end, I'm going to be sorry. What is going to happen at the end of this thing? A lot of us, we are not going to like it. If we don't take movement right now, we are waiting, folding our hands to wait. Oh, we are waiting on this thing. They are making a case for us. The last time I told David, I said, David, Wunmi has come up there. And again, when they asked Adura, who embalmed Mohbad, you understand? Adura say, is Darosha and tell the police, hey, I want you guys to arrest this guy, ask him a question.
Baba probably because it's his brother-in-law. Probably is because of his brother-in-law. Let them know that he has not arrested anybody. See the way they are killing him softly. That's the problem.
Okay. Hi, Ege. How are you?
Very well. You're welcome. Good evening.
Thank you. We are still in this matter. I think I listened to the last thing you do. I joined and I heard when you said, "Don't worry about the noisy fracas." I'm very happy with that statement because I said it earlier that I don't want to talk about the fracas and stuff.
Yeah. We're not interested.
I need to go up with debunking anything. It's going to fizzle out.
Exactly.
And that was my point on that. But with Darusha, I'm interested in contributing, and I will enlighten you a little bit about what the lawyer said. The lawyer in Nigeria said yesterday was that they actually wanted to bring him in at the coroner inquest, but the judge said that since 3 people stated that in their statement, they emphasized that Darusha came in after effect.
Okay.
By saying after effect, I mean after Mohbad's dead. It was after Mohbad was pronounced dead. That was when Darusha came in. Okay. Therefore, Darusha is not part of what killed Mohbad. Okay. So that was what the lawyer said yesterday.
Okay.
So for that reason, Darusha will be called upon when they go to the high court, but not at the inquest.
Okay, but are you aware of his riding his cars and being in charge of me? Okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
Which makes sense because we have to do this legally and we have to be logical.
Yeah.
If we are looking for the cause of death and they are saying that he was called after the pronouncing, that means by their statement, he was not part of the cause of death.
Yeah.
But we know afterwards what he has been doing. He's the one that is doing all the cleanup. He's the one driving the car. Blah, 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 blah. The list is endless. So after the lawyer spoke yesterday, I was thinking, I was like, that statement that after effect did not sit well with me. So I remember in the car, when they said, Mohbad is there. Mohbad moved. Therefore, it was not after. He was there during. Okay? So the lawyer said, I promised to send some documents to her sometimes today when I have the time.
Yes, because in the car, they said that is Darusha that said Mohbad is dead. Mohbad is dead.
Darusha. Yeah. So we can place him before the death so he can be interrogated at the inquest. So that is that on that. Okay. So that is why we have to be able to think and bring him forward before the death. Now, even if we are going to arrest Darusha, despite the fact that he was not there during, let me tell you what I believe is going on there. Wunmi killed Mohbad. I'm not taking that back.
Why?
I may not have I cannot take it back. I may not have the concrete paper evidence, but I know.
No, then you shouldn't say it.
Right. Now, let me say what's going on there now is Wunmi killed the boy. Darusha knows, and Darusha is now blackmailing Wunmi. That is why Darusha have the audacity, the effrontery to start driving the car, to take over all because Wunmi is now handicapped to Darusha. Otherwise, that is the only reason. Wunmi is not a small girl. She might be young in age. She's very streetwise. Okay? Very, very. So if.
Okay, so Wunmi that is short. No, can I just say something? Wunmi that is short. Wunmi that is petite. How will she kill Mohbad? Can you please think about it? Be very reasonable.
Hold on 1 second. I will come back to that. But if not that Darusha has a concrete evidence against Wunmi, he won't have the audacity. Darosha is only 25 years old too.
Yeah, I learned.
Darosha is not a Agbalagba that is in his 30s. I used to think it's in his 30s. So Darosha is just also maybe Baba Mohbad said it's only maybe 5 or 6 months older than his son. In that canon, not dropping one. So the reason is because he has a good grip on Wunmi. That is why he has the audacity. Otherwise, so even if Wunmi cannot handle, you don't think Karimo and Wumi's mom would have gone there and said no. Wunmi no yakoma wa moto yen kin se won wa ti le danu. They will have driven them away from there. But because Darosha has a good grip of Wunmi, that's why he has the effrontery. And Wunmi cannot say anything right now. So to me, that's my theory. Now let me go back to why you said Wunmi is petite. You didn't see Wunmi and the NDLEA.
No, I didn't watch it, but I learned she was kind of aggressive. But I didn't watch it. I've never.
You didn't see her grabbing the gun from the NDLEA.
No,
you didn't see her removing the cap from the NDLEA.
No.
During Wunmi's introduction, you didn't see Wunmi went naked and was fighting the touts in the street.
God knows I didn't watch it alone.
Okay.
Maybe when you see the video, can you please forward it to me? Please, anybody that sees that video, I just want to see her in that light. I've only seen her in the light of one petite girl. You know, that's all.
Wunmi is not a. If you see Wunmi display, Wunmi, I will send you. Wunmi has been in the street since age 10 plus. Go to her Facebook. Go to 2016, 2017. You will hear Wunmi over Nikoko, money for hand, back for ground.
Okay, I've never gone to her page. Where is she? Is she on Instagram or Facebook? Facebook. It's a Morukwe.
Go and you will hear her. You will see her language, and then remove 2017 from 2023, and you will see how old. Wunmi has been living in the Malian's house since age 17. Wunmi was caught in bed with Naira Marley. Wunmi smoked weed. Wunmi practiced lesbianism. What are we talking about? Oh, she's petite and because of his wearing jalabia, black jalabia and black hijab. Wunmi was in the kitchen when they were arguing. Is that somebody who called a grab or Benny? So forget that Wunmi is you said petite. Why will you say that one?
No, I'm looking at Mohbad's stature and her stature. You understand?
She was not alone. She was not alone. She had help in the house. She was not alone in the house. Of course, she wouldn't have been able to handle Mohbad all by herself. So that is what I think is going on right now in their camp. But unfortunately, this is where I stand. Unfortunately, Baba Mohbad is scattering the case all alone by himself, by his behavior. And if we are to speak the truth, we need to speak the truth all the way. Everybody is saying Mama Mohbad was talking about freezer, talking about 5 million, talking about this when he was interviewed and his son just died. So also was Baba Mohbad saying, look at my house, look at the car he bought for me. Same thing. They are all the same, all of them. That's why I keep telling people, my fight for justice is to make sure the person that killed Mohbad or persons are put away.
Yes. Same here. I second you.
That include Baba Mohbad. If his heart is caught inside that act, I want him put away.
Exactly.
That includes Mama Mohbad.
That's right.
That includes Wunmi Mohbad.
Yes. Anybody. That's right. I second you.
No. My justice is who the perpetrators of that evil should be put away. And there should be a little bit of modification or reformation of how you sign NDLEA. When Baba Mohbad was going to sign with Larry, the TV man, I single-handedly, I screamed, I thought, I called him many times. Don't do it. I even told him, I even joked. I said, this is Mr. Larry. With all the problem you having with Naira Marley, Sami Larry, Wumi Larry, you still want to go into another contract with another Larry of a name? If it is me, I will run. Anybody Larry, everybody was laughing that day. Now, look where we are. But like you said, I don't want to talk about that one. I want to move forward on what by Mohbad. Who killed Mohbad?
Yes, that's I believe on who by Mohbad. And for me, I do not know who by Mohbad. I do not know, but I really want to know. I sincerely want to know if it's that they buy that boy or it is from God that God took him. That's just my own. I will have a closure. The day I get to know, I know I'm going to have I'll be glad.
I will have a closure the day I know who killed him.
Yeah.
I will have a closure when the person that killed him is put away. I will have peace.
Yes.
That will be mission accomplished for
That's
me.
if they buy the boy, you know. We don't know yet, you know.
We fight the boy.
Okay.
We fight the boy.
Okay. That's an assumption. That's an assumption.
It's not it's a substantial evidence that I'm here to prove. And that is the only thing I'm working for. I am not working for Baba Mohbad to be doing his damage control. He damaged, let him go and control himself.
Yeah, Baba Mohbad's case, like I said, he needs to sort out himself with African TV. I don't think we're interested. And so, JP, I remembered you said you were amongst the people that said he should go to Oriyomi. And then I've asked the...
Was that 7 weeks ago?
Okay, now that okay, I understand 7 weeks ago, but he's gone now finally. Now that the Baba Oriyomi has backed down. The other lady here said she's not going to say anything at all regarding it, you know. And so somebody have spoken. Is it Catherine? Catherine said she wouldn't say much yet, you know. But and for one, you people have many here, so I don't know who amongst you spoke. But somebody spoke already, pleading with Baba. Well, what is your own action? I mean, in the group now, what have you people planned? You know, do you have anything to tell us?
With regards to what?
To Baba Oriyomi now, he's backed down. You are aware of it.
With regards to Baba Oriyomi?
Yeah.
Baba Oriyomi, I just finished listening to his what is this? YouTube, whatever, his speech. It's not that he backed out, because people are saying that he backed out. When I listened to him, he said he's stepping aside because there's too much scatter, yam. He doesn't want to put I don't think he kind of said, no, I'm not doing it, but let them go and sort it out. When there's a clear case, I didn't say he actually backed down because I listened to him direct. So when there's a clear case, because this one is pulling, Larry, TV man he said he was sending threatening letters to Baba Mohbad while he was there with him. And, you know, I don't think he really backed out like that. It's just like you want, you know, things to calmness.
Okay.
And he wants some calmness, and he also wants to hear from, I think also from what I listened to him, I also think he got a little bit pressure and backslide from Wumi's camp that you didn't hear from Wumi. And he said it's available to them if they want to call him over. It's available. You know, they can use his platform to also hear his stuff. So I don't think he actually backed out completely like it's done.
Okay. All right.
He's,
okay, so you are fine with you are, at least you are okay with it. You people are on top of the matter. Okay.
Yeah.
No problem.
tó ẹ kú àtàárọ̀ o ẹ dẹ̀ kú bí ètò ọ̀hún bó ṣe lọ ó dẹ̀ dá mi lójú pé ẹ ti rí ọ̀kan àbí méjì ń tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ gbọ́ àbí tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ rí ẹ ti rí gbogbo ẹ̀ nínú ètò tòní. tó ó kù tọjọ́ mi àmọ́ kí n tó lọ jẹ́ máa rán yín létí pé ètò tẹ́ ń wò ẹ máa bá mi like ẹ máa share o kẹ́ẹ̀dẹ̀ máa bá mi wá more subscription nítorí pé Wo TV ń gòkè àgbà ìrànlọ́wọ́ yín ni àti ìrànlọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run Ọba títí wá dìgbà míì táwùjọ máa fojú níjú lórí ìkànnì pẹ̀lú àkọ́tún ètò míì tó tún gbọ́gbọ́ àdìgbòlódò dọ́ra wọ ni mò ń jẹ́ o ẹ ti mọ̀ mí lánàá kó tó dé ní ẹ má jẹ́ n porí kíkun àmọ́ títí dìgbà míì ńkọ́ ẹ kú àtàárọ̀ ẹ kú iṣẹ́ ìní ṣé kò rẹra jù kédùmarè ojú wa rẹ o.
Disclaimer: the information provided by the speaker or presenter on the World TV platform during this broadcast is for general informational purposes only. All information in this broadcast is provided in good faith. However, we make no representation or warranty of any kind, expressed or implied, regarding the accuracy, adequacy, validity, reliability, availability, or completeness of the information. The broadcaster of the channel may not and cannot be held accountable for the views, opinions, and comments made by callers during this broadcast. World TV is a contemporary Nigerian news and entertainment TV program born from the need to fuse the popular indigenous Yoruba culture into the growing entertainment industry of Nigeria and the rest of the world.